All right, welcome back, YouTube. It's me, John Baker, and I'm excited to be back. First, I just want to say thank you for everyone that's ever liked, commented, posted, shared, subscribed, or watched any of these videos. My YouTube journey and content creation journey has been, a little all over the place, and I'm just really excited to just where we're headed going forward. And I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on an incredible journey so far this year, starting with early months of January, just spending a lot of time with my wife and my family, and just talking about the future and what the future holds for us. Some of my buddies, they got married, so you probably saw that video of me being a best man. That was a huge milestone for me, and I was excited to see those friends get married, and now they're having a baby. It's so crazy. And then that led to us going to Spain and Madrid, and I had some videos and content about that, and that was a lot of fun. I brought my wife to Spain, and then she brought her sister, and that was just a really cool experience, hanging out with them for a whole week. What that led to was kind of a first little challenge of my year. I kept getting sick every time I would go travel, or I would go party or anything like that, or even just drink a little bit. It kind of made me question. I'm like, man, am I not able to drink anymore? There's something about having a drink with the boys and with your friends and coworkers. That's something pretty special. Obviously, going from Cancun for a week to Spain for a week, I was just on this bender. It was intense. I got COVID when I got back from Mexico, and then we went to Spain, and then it was just a lot, man. And by the end of Spain, I wasn't feeling good. I started losing my voice, and we were not to flex on anybody, but we were literally in a castle that's on this fancy private property, and we were doing this cocktail hour, and I was looking at my beer, and I was just I think I'm done drinking. I think I need to take a break. It's kind of funny having friends around you when you make a decision like that. Some people doubted me. I'm not going to say any names, but you know who you are. And they're like, yeah, right, dude. You'll be drinking next weekend. And I was like, oh, okay. People don't think, do I drink that much? I don't think so. And you don't realize how much you actually drink until you stop drinking. So I ended up doing a challenge or doing a bet with some of them. I was like, I don't think I'm going to drink until the end of the year. And I was just saying that, just kind of throwing it out there, nothing too serious. But then somebody put money on it. They're like, I'll bet you $100 you can't make it until the end of the year. Then somebody else came and they're like, I'll bet you $100. And then someone else came, he's like, I'll bet you a pair of Nikes. And then one of the guys even doubled it. He's like, you know what, I'll double it. That's how confident you can't drink until the end of the year. For those of you guys that know me, or as you start to learn about me, I'm really freaking competitive. I don't like losing. Sometimes I'll overwork something just to beat somebody or get ahead at it. It's a positive quality, but it's also my downfall sometimes. So I was like, you know what, challenge accepted. And ever since, March 8th, I haven't had one sip of alcohol. And literally a week later, I was at a baby shower. And sometimes you're at places where you don't know anybody, and I guess alcohol is that comforting factor. And they had this whole taco set up, and they had the agua frescas with tequila bottles in front of them, bucket of beer, and I'm like, man, I almost grabbed one, and I was like, dang, okay, this might be a little bit more challenging. So the first month was challenging, more so just for social settings. Summer was getting started, everyone's having barbecues and cookouts and family time, and everyone is just casual and just culture, oh, hey, you want to drink? And even in the work environment, it's oh, let's go grab a quick drink and chat about X. And I was like, man, I don't drink anymore. And it's kind of funny. I went to the club, and long story short, I don't drink. So it's just sitting there. I'm like, why am I here? Why are we still here? Here's what I learned about not drinking so far. You make better decisions, because usually when you drink, you make poor decisions, whether it's eating health, whether it's, being in places you shouldn't be. And then the other part that as I'm getting older is the recovery sucks.
It sucks, man.
It takes a day to just get over it, then another day to actually feel yourself a little bit, and that's 2 days lost out of the week, especially if you have big goals. And then also I'm trying to get healthier, so there's zero benefits to drinking from what I've seen. you know, like just from me not drinking anymore. And here's the thing about Google, before all you winos go like, oh, if you have a glass of wine before bed, or, you know, if you drank tequila. No, Google, you can find whatever you're looking for. You can find how all the ways drinking can kill you. You can also find how the ways like drinking is good for you, right? But this is just from experience of not drinking for a few months now. So we're going strong, and who knows, I might not ever drink again. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. All right, do not hold me to that, because I might want to have a drink. But New Year's Eve is when that bet is off. So we'll see where we get to from there. Also with that, the company I work with, you know, we're having some, we're having a good year. You know, we're having one of our better years. That's been a lot of fun to work hard with my sales team, and, you know, having great opportunities, creating other leaders and things like that. And here's the thing about like the sales business, it takes some work. It's like you're always working, you're always grinding, you're always building, you're always rebuilding, you're always developing, and you know that's all going good. You know, last year we came off of our best year ever in our company. When you do over $1 million in a year as an office, the company buys you Rolex. So that was really cool to hit that milestone or that achievement. Now they just switched the watches to like a different watch, which is a Panerai. All right, it's not a Rolex, but you know, it's still nice. So I was kind of lucky. I was like in that class where I got a chance to choose either a Rolex, a Panerai, or an undisclosed cash out amount. I'll let you guys imagine what that was. And I definitely chose that option. But so that's also something that's been new. Also, as you know, I've had babies. You know, so my daughter Zara, she turned 1 this year. Azula turned 2, and that's been like a trip. Just like once they get past 1 years old and they start walking and stuff, it's just like everything just goes so fast. So now she's opening doors, climbing, jumping, like her foot size grows every week, and it's been really fun being a dad and being a parent. We've gone to Disneyland a couple times, and then we even went camping this summer. And you know, I wanted to vlog it, but there was just too much going on with the camping experience, and I just really wanted to enjoy nature and just take a step back. I didn't like answer any work calls. I just focused on the family and being there in nature. And I'll be honest, it's been hard for me to come back into like the grind mode and the being engaged with like my phone as I used to. And I use my phone a lot for work and just making money, and you know, like a lot of my things that I want to do have to do with technology. So it's kind of interesting to think about that a little bit. But all in all, I'm super grateful for the support of my community, super grateful of the support of my friends and my family and things like that, which is why I actually wanted to make this video, just so you guys can understand where my mind's at right now. Most of you guys that follow me, you've been noticing I've been doing a lot of food and snack reviews on Reels or on YouTube Shorts. And the reason why I started doing that is I'm the type of guy, even before the cameras or me recording it, is like I always grab the most interesting thing that I see in the store. Like, you know, when you walk by something, you're like, huh, I wonder if that's good. I'm gonna buy every single time, whether it's a drink, whether it's a candy or a chip or just even food. Like when I go to a new restaurant, I look for the craziest thing on the menu that I've never seen before. I'm like, I gotta try that. You never know when you're gonna try stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, I might as well document that. And the reason why I'm starting to do these shorts is it's a great way to like, one, get exposure for my channel. My new mission that I want to focus on building right now is like, I want to be known as the food guy. Eventually, where it's like you could go to John Baker's channel or the BakerBites channel, you get some solid food reviews or snack reviews, trustworthy advice. Like I don't get paid by any of these companies yet, so hit me up, you know, hit me. Just do this just because it's fun, and it's something that like me and my wife love to do. We always love to try new things and anything that's crazy or interesting. You can even ask my mom. Like ever since I was a kid, I'm that guy. Which leads me into the sauce business. So I made a YouTube about me starting a sauce company around this time last year. I started doing all the research and the development and learning how to like build a sauce company. And this is something I'm not gonna rush into by any means, because I have no food industry experience. I don't know anything about making a sauce company or anything like that. You got to take your time when you're making decisions like this, because the way I view it, you kind of get one shot to stamp your name on a product, And this is like a lifetime product that I want to have in my family for many years. It's something I'm really passionate about. I literally have a cabinet full of sauces, and I've been trying just different flavors and palettes and textures and ingredients. And now I'm starting to like look up companies that can help me make this sauce and make this dream a reality. I think it'd be so cool to like honor like some of my grandma's recipes and, you know, others, friends. Like, you know, I want to do lots of collaboration when it comes down to this. And I love the ideas, and I kind of want to build a product that's for the community, that the community has a say so in this. We're gonna do tasting parties. We'll have some limited drops and like lots of big things planned. So I'm not gonna get too carried away with that, but that's still coming. That's still a dream of mine. That's still like on the back burner. You know, I have this whiteboard. It's just like all sauce business stuff. Another thing that I just wanted to reflect on and highlight is I got featured on my first podcast. I actually added it onto my dreams list because I started hearing some other people get on podcasts, and this was something I never thought about. But my buddy Hector, he runs like the How to Scale Your Business podcast, and he featured me on there. So this is my first podcast episode ever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if it was good or if it was insightful, if you learned anything from it. I'll put all the links to it below in the description if you guys want to check it out or just support or just give it a review or comment or anything like that. I appreciate all the feedback for sure. In other news, you know, here's what's to come for the channel and what you guys can expect from me. One, you can expect more consistency with posting. I'm going to try to get like a full YouTube video out, at least like 2 or 3 of these a month, but you're gonna see lots of little shorts of me, and I'm just really trying to build up my engagement in the channel. If you're somebody that sees it or you have opinions or thoughts or ideas, like please definitely comment them below. I'm gonna be engaged with the comments and everything like that. 2, we're gonna have some more of the sauce making process and detailing that. 3, this one's just for some personal accountability, is like my weight loss journey. So I've gained some pounds. I've gained some poundage. I gotta be healthy, not only for myself, but for my family. The world is crazy right now, and if something were to happen where I needed to save my family and carry my 2 girls, I was thinking of this the other day, is like, how far could I actually carry them, like running and just health wise? So like that's something that's a big motivator for me. And then also, if I'm gonna be eating all this junk food that you guys want me to try and all this crap, you know, like I gotta be able to like stay clean and healthy and take care of myself as we go throughout that process. So you might see a little bit of motivation with that. Some other things that you'll see on the channel is like maybe we'll start a podcast here shortly. I just think podcasting is the way to have, like when you're building anything. I think just having like that podcast so people can learn more about you and deeper. Like the reaction I got out of my first episode was insane, and people were like, oh, I didn't know you knew how to run a business. Like how my mind works is a little bit different than most. I want to build something with my friends. By the way, like when I do come out with this podcast, it's just gonna be like me and my friends being silly and having a good time. But I also like one day want to start interviewing people that I find interesting. There's a lot of interesting people in my lives, and you know, I would love to highlight that on a bigger scale, but that'll probably come, you know, like as we have like more followers, as the channel gets building. But I'm super appreciative of everyone that's been on the journey, and if you even made it this far to the video, like I love you so much already. All right, like all love here for listening to me ramble and chat and all that great stuff. Now to engage more, you know, connect with me on Instagram or on X. I have like no X followers, so kind of like focus on that a little bit too, because I'm the guy that goes on X and I'm just watching things. It's a good news outlet because it's live, but I should probably start engaging on there a little bit more. If you're a creator and you're watching this and you have some tips and you can show me how to build YouTube, I don't know any creators, so I've just been trying to figure out things on my own. I've been trying different things, and everything on my channel are things that I'm interested in. I just think food is the one that like really passionate about, and obviously we eat every day forever, so I can see myself doing that for a long time. But with all that being said, you know, we're gonna have lots more to come, lots of exciting things, more travel, more food, more ideas. Thank you guys for just being awesome, the support system, and let me know what we can do better here, and stay tuned for more. Adios.